Hi, hello, and welcome to another edition of Sports Update Ghana. My name is Joseph Adamafio, and coming up in this edition, bringing you latest update on the Black Stars as we prepare for our maiden games in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Ghana is set to come up against Madagascar and Comoros later this month in November, and I'm here to bring you up to speed on the date, time the Black Stars will be taking on their opponents in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Then we also look at 10 Black Stars players who could return to the Black Stars squad for their upcoming games against Comoros and Madagascar in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. And if you've already subscribed, thanks for subscribing and for following Sports Update Ghana throughout the years. Well, let's get into the updates for today. So, ahead of Ghana's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Madagascar and Comoros, the Ghana Football Association has announced the date and time for Ghana's games against the Comoros and Madagascar. Ghana is set to play its first game in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers at home, and Ghana will be playing their first game on November 17th, which is a Friday, and that game will be against Madagascar. So Ghana will be hosting the Malagasy side here at the Barbara Sports Stadium on the 17th of November 2023. The game will be played at 4 p.m. at the Barbara Sports Stadium. The Barbara Sports Stadium has been Ghana's home venue for a number of games now, and will be returning there to play against Madagascar for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. So after that match, Ghana's second game against Comoros will be played on the 21st of November 2023, and that is going to be a Tuesday. The game will be played at the Moroni Stadium, and it will be played at 7 p.m. So that is the date for Ghana's games against Madagascar and Comoros in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Now, let's still talk about the Black Stars, because now we are going to look at 10 Black Stars players who could return to the squad for Ghana's game against Madagascar and Comoros. So, the first player I believe could return to the Black Stars squad for the game against Madagascar and Comoros as goalkeeper Jojo Wollacott. Jojo Wollacott used to be our number one shot stopper. Unfortunately, he got injured and fell below the pecking order. But this time, Jojo Wollacott has recovered from injury despite not making an appearance at club level. I believe that Jojo Wollacott can add competition to the Black Stars goalkeeping department. In our recent games in October, where we played against USA and Mexico, Ghana ended up conceding a number of goals. We brought Manaf Nuruddin, he couldn't work. Lawrence Atizigi too, she always conceding goals, and I think that Jojo Wollacott could return to the Black Star squad and be imposed for our World Cup qualifiers. Now, the second player I have here is Captain Andre Ayew. I believe Captain Andre Ayew could return to the Black Star squad to play for the game against Comoros and Madagascar. Now, some people will ask why Andre Ayew. I believe that Andre Ayew has enough experience, and his leadership role has been missed in the Black Stars for quite a while, and I think that if Andre Ayew is added to the Black Stars squad for the games against Madagascar and Comoros, it could inure to our favor, and I think that he should return to the Black Stars squad in spite of the difficulties of him being a free agent and not playing games at club level. I think that Andre Ayew, if he's told ahead of time, can start preparing and working on his fitness to return to the pitch to play for the Black Stars. Now, the third player who I believe could return to the Black Star squad for the games against Madagascar and Comoros is Crystal Palace midfielder Jeffrey Schlupp. Jeffrey Schlupp has been away from the Black Stars for a very, very long time. We thought Coach Otuado was going to name him in the 2022 FIFA World Cup squad, but unfortunately he didn't, and I think that although some reports have emerged that Jeffrey Schlupp is not happy with Ghana Football Association, well, I think that everything can be solved based on word of mouth, and I think that Jeffrey Schlupp should be called to the Black Stars for the game against Madagascar and Comoros, and that way we can hopefully get him for the 2023 AFCON tournament, which we play in Ivory Coast. So Jeffrey Schlupp is the third player that I believe could return to the Black Star squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Now, the fourth player I have here is Abdul Baba Rahman, who plays as a left back for the Black Stars. He currently plays for POK and he's currently doing tremendously well. Just this past weekend, Abdul Baba Rahman was able to get on the score sheet as an assist in their game over the weekend, which they won by 4-2, and Baba Rahman has been doing very well. In fact, at our left back, Ghanaians and myself didn't like the performance of Gideon Mensah. We've been advocating for Gideon Mensah to take up the leadership role at the left back position, but it seems that he's also not being able to play at the standard that we want, and I think that Baba Rahman should return to the Black Star squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Now, the fifth player we have here who could return for the World Cup qualifiers is Fatau Isahaku. Fatau Isahaku has not been in the Black Stars for some time now. In our last games in the 2023 AFCON qualifiers, he was left out. He was later named in the final game that we will play against Liberia in the friendly match. He sat on the bench and did not play. In our games against USA and Mexico, he was dropped from that squad. But I believe that looking at his performance at club level, well, Fatau Isahaku merits a call-up to the Black Stars. He has scored 1 goal, and last week he nearly scored a goal for Leicester City in the championship. And I think that his absence has been really been missed, because when you talk about players scoring from a long range, Fatau Isahaku is that player that you could name. Now, the sixth player we have here is Kamaldeen Sulemana. He plays for Southampton, and for Kamaldeen Sulemana, he has been in the Black Stars for quite a while, since the 2021 AFCON, and unfortunately, due to injuries, Coach Chris Hughton has left him out of his squad. But Kamaldeen Sulemana has been getting regular playing time at club level for Southampton, and I think that Coach Chris Hughton could end up naming Kamaldeen Sulemana in his squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. This is no doubt because Kamaldeen Sulemana has been exceptional for Southampton. Now, the seventh player we have here is Abdul Momin. Yes, Abdul Momin plays for Rayo Vallecano in the Spanish La Liga. He has been called to the Black Stars for some few times, but he hasn't been getting enough playing time in the national team. These days, he has been doing well in the Spanish La Liga. And looking at our defense, I think that Abdul Momin can bring stability to our defense. And he's also very thoughtful up front in offensive attack. And I think that Abdul Momin should be called to the Black Stars. Well, the next player we have here as our eighth player is Osman Bukari. Osman Bukari was left out of Ghana's squad for the friendly matches we played in October due to injury. But the player who plays for Serbian club Red Star Belgrade has returned to the pitch, playing actively for his club. And I think that in our games in the FIFA 2026 World Cup qualifiers, Osman Bukari should definitely be in there for Ghana's game against Madagascar and Comoros. Now, the ninth player we have here is Alexander Jiku. The defender missed out on Ghana's games in October due to injury. Since joining Fenerbahce, he has been very good in defense for Fenerbahce, helping them win a number of games. And I think that Alexander Jiku, with the absence of Amate and also Joseph Eidu, he could be one of our pillars in defense that we could rely on in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And I think that he merits a call-up. Now, the last player I have over here is Baba Idrisu. Our midfield has been a key issue in the Black Stars. We've not liked the pairing of the likes of Edmond Ado, and also bringing on sometimes Nicolas Opoku to the midfield. We've also tried other midfielders in midfield, but they've not been good. And I think that Baba Idrisu's absence has also been missed a little, because we started something with Thomas Partey, and I think that even if Thomas Partey is struggling with his injuries, one player who could be able to do very well in the Black Stars is Baba Idrisu. He does well in the offensive, but you've been playing him in the defensive midfield roles, and I think that partnering Baba Idrisu and Saleh Sambet will be a good partnership in Ghana's midfield if we are to do well in the game against Comoros and Madagascar in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier. So these are the 10 players who I believe could return to the Black Star squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers later this month. Thanks for doing the watching. My name is Joseph Adamafiu. It's always a pleasure to come here and bring you up to speed on the latest on sports. Thanks for doing the watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. See you in the next one. I'm out.